What's up, guys? It's Steve with Hap Gaming. Welcome back to another 2.5 stars. I'm joined by
Eric,
Kelly,
Jason,
and Rick.
This week we watched Nothing to Lose, written and directed by Steve Odenkirk. I'm going to go with that, Odekirk. Starring Martin Lawrence, Tim Robbins, and John C. McGinley. IMDb synopsis: when a man believes he has discovered that his wife is having an affair with his boss, it sets off a chain of events. So what do you guys think?
I think that's a good IMDb synopsis.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Why
unusual.
is that popping up?
That's like 1 in 10 that they have a good one. Anyways, so Kelly chose this movie. I had no idea what it was. I saw the picture. I'm like, oh, I've seen this movie like 50 times. This isn't like my top 5 favorite movies.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is. I had just
Oh, dude.
forgotten about it.
Well, yeah, it's not something that you see on Netflix or Hulu, or it's been on cable 20 zillion times. If my sister didn't like the movie, when it came out and owned it, I would have never seen it.
Yeah.
oh,
I don't
that's
think
cool.
I've ever actually watched this movie.
I have not either.
I watched it and I was like, nope, because I thought I had seen it when you said it, and then
Yeah.
I started watching. I was like, nope, never seen this movie.
Yeah.
So it wasn't bad. It was it's kind of classic the '90s kind of movie, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it had all that
Oh, yeah.
stuff.
90s music for sure.
Oh yeah. But like that whole going into the hood and just being like super dangerous and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's still like that, but I feel like the 90s really highlighted that a lot. Like it was always like, oh, if you go to this certain part of town, there's no way you're making it out of there without with everything that you had when you went in, kind of thing. So it was just
Yeah.
like
Oh my God.
it was I don't know, it was something that they did on those movies. So
Steve, do you remember when we made that delivery to that place here in Chico and we locked the truck and were a little scared to leave the truck alone without one of us there?
yeah.
Yeah, we've been in those neighborhoods.
So
yeah. I mean, if you don't think you live in that neighborhood, then you're the neighbor that is the neighborhood. It makes it scary.
So
I kind of feel like I live at
we're
least
that
on the
neighbor
outskirts.
then?
I feel like I live on the outskirts of that neighborhood.
Well, I mean, Steve, your house looks like, all right, so let's say you're a teenage girl and you look at your house.
Oh
I
yeah.
think the first thing they're going to think is like, I'm going to get raped if I even come within 100 feet of this house.
Well, then they see Ricky out front too. So
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Especially when I just first wake up, so my hair and beard is still all just crazy. I'm just
Yeah.
out there half
Yeah, you got
awake.
some crazy morning hair.
Yeah, so it would
now my house looks like that house in a horror movie that the kids are afraid to go to, and they dare each
They
other to
whisper.
run up and knock on the door
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
or ring the doorbell.
And then one of them breaks in or something like that, and they get trapped in here, and
They get fed to the thing.
they get fed to the thing.
Caboose
Yeah.
would like that.
Then you guys get a new GIMP for a while.
Damn it.
Yeah, I think I seen this movie. I remember laughing so fucking hard at the spider scene.
Yeah, that was
That
good.
shit was just fucking hilarious. I mean, it was like he's just. I think we wore out that part on our VHS, replaying it,
Yeah.
and then of course there was the reenactments. You know? And then-
Did you guys light each other on fire too?
Eric's not gonna respond to
I
that.
think we
Oh.
lost Eric again.
Lost Eric.
Yep.
Doing like the lane.
Yeah. It's got-
Hey,
oh man.
So, is this the original, light the spider on fire thing, or
Light the house on fire. There's a
'cause-
spider in
yeah,
there.
exactly.
I don't know.
'Cause, I don't think this is probably the first time anyone did, did that, and this is kind of where it comes from.
My thought was, though, I've never tried it in the real world, but if you soak something in gasoline and then completely dry it out, is it still highly flammable because of the dry gasoline, or does it go to be more like of an inert type thing at that point?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, gasoline has a tendency of, evaporating at a certain temperature, so
Yeah, I feel like eventually, though, like if his shoes and everything were totally dry, I don't know that they would have burned. Not like that.
I think it would need some kind of liquid fuel still in there.
That's how I feel about it too.
so that way it's still releasing the fumes to ignite. You know, if his shoes weren't, you know, releasing fumes anymore, I don't think they would ignite like that.
Yeah, but at the same time, you can smell gasoline on your hand for like a week if you get it on it real bad. It just doesn't come off.
Well, it's because it's
Yeah.
inside your skin.
Well, yeah, I guess.
So, because the gasoline we have has oily shit in it,
Yes.
That stays on the surface, and that would light on fire.
Ah,
Oh, okay.
okay. Okay then.
Steve done some research
The more
real
you know.
quick.
Na na na.
Nah, nah, nah.
Cars.
Yeah, it's like it's the whole. Except I guess in Dumb and Dumber, the gas was still very, very wet.
Yeah, that was very much
It was
still
fresh.
gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
there all
definitely
over.
fresh.
yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, so I gotta
Very
say
dark.
this was definitely the first time I saw the alternate I'm a reality version of Shawshank Redemption, the version where he doesn't kill his wife
And go to jail.
and go to jail.
He just leaves instead.
Exactly, he just leaves instead and goes off on this thing.
Oh, this is the alternate beginning.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. So instead of
Oh,
killing
okay.
his wife, he goes off and does this whole fucking thing here.
If he
Yeah.
never made the phone call, basically.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's what saved his bacon.
Yep.
Phone call.
Yeah. Yeah. You see. You
Yes.
see. So
I see.
that's greetings from Russia, apparently.
Yes, I saw that too.
Greetings.
Hello.
Was that your Russian accent? What was that?
You say hello. I am not gonna do accents on
You sounded like you were trying to do an accent.
No. Not this time.
Hello.
We both know. We all know. Not we both. There's multiple.
Well,
People
I
here,
mean,
you know I'm a
Kelly's-
dork.
You know Kelly's flawless Australian accent.
Right? Flawless Russian and everything else. I don't like to do it in front of you.
exactly.
You know.
She just
You
doesn't
don't need
want
to
to.
be
She doesn't want to
shown
show us up.
perfection all the time.
She doesn't
Yeah.
want to show us up on our crappy accents. I think the only one she can't beat out is Jason's Canadian accent.
Well, that's because it's real.
That's his normal
Yeah,
accent.
exactly. This
From
is-
Watson.
exactly. Oh shit.
So basically, the only thing that saves them through this whole thing is that there are two other robbers driving along in Arizona or whatever that are just fucking stuff up. Because otherwise they would have been busted right away, right? They just
Pretty much,
the
yeah.
cops automatically assumed it was these other two guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. They got real fucking
Even
lucky.
Yeah, the description was totally off, but
Yeah, they don't look
Yeah,
anything alike.
No,
yeah.
no, yeah. So they just got real fucking lucky. That was the only thing that fucking saved their ass.
Yeah.
Hey, I think
I
Eric
was
might
They
be
were
back.
literally the opposite because it was a blondish white male with short buzz cut hair, and then a long-haired African American, and it was exactly the opposite because the other guys were like the white guy had long brown hair and the African American guy had like a shaved head. And it was just you couldn't have gotten more different.
John C. McGinley is fucking great. I feel like this was his tryout for
Scrubs.
Scrubs.
Like, that's
Just
one
all-
of your favorite shows.
Yeah, just all of his shit. Talking about the guy's prom date or whatever and stuff like that. Just made me think of why can't I think of his fucking name right now?
I think he actually talks like that in real life.
I hope he does. I really hope he does. I just want him to like call people Nancy and stuff like that. And
He's just over there. He's like calling the cameraman Cupcake and stuff.
yeah,
We've seen him do it from two separate sources, so now it's fact. It's the way it
he
works.
just has to do it.
Exactly.
He's just
Way it
playing
is.
himself.
Yep.
That's right. I learned that from Eric. He's taught me how facts work.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he was also in a movie. I think it's called Going East, something like that, or Wagons East. It might be Wagons East. It's John Candy's last movie, but he does not play the
Yeah.
character that you're familiar with as a John C. McGinley character. He's pretty funny.
I remember what movie you're talking about. I'm trying to fucking remember the name.
It's something to do with Going East. It's like Wagons East.
Do they square the wagons? Or is that a different movie?
Square the Wagons?
Yes. If it was in that movie, you guys would all get it. So it's not. All right, that's a different movie.
No. That sounds like that should be in Blazing Saddles. I know it isn't, but it sounds like that should be in Blazing Saddles.
That fucking movie.
I'm not thinking of oh, never mind. I lost
It's gone.
It. Like, it's gone.
But yeah, they're talking about when the Indians attack and they circle the wagons, but instead of circling the wagons, they square the wagons, and it's just the whole movie is kind of a comedy.
I can't remember. I know. He
Was it
died.
1,000 Ways to Die in the West or something?
Could have been.
That might have been. Well, Ricky, how come you don't know that?
You would know it because you had to have seen it like 11 million times.
I actually have only seen that movie once.
I thought you were trying out to be a Seth MacFarlane archivist.
What's
Maybe
an
only if it's in
archivist?
cartoon.
Well, you
Meaning
see, now
you
this is the problem. I don't know what an
Mentally
archivist is.
archived all of his movies.
No, I just mentally archive a lot of his TV shows.
A lot. That's
all of his TV
All
shows.
of
No, I haven't gone off on the Orville yet.
That's only because it just came out.
Yeah.
Have you even watched The Orville yet, Ricky?
I've watched a little bit of it.
It's fucking amazing. You have to watch it. You have to be a super fan and write to him every day about how good it is so they don't cancel it.
They just got some more writers from Star Trek on there too. So
Star Trek writers that are actually allowed to write what they want. Because Star Trek, I think, the way the show was, I feel like it had a set of boundaries they needed to stay within to be in their universe. And this one
they
just
did
throws
have
boundaries out the
Riker
window.
having sex with a bunch of aliens and then gooing up the holodeck almost every episode. So, I mean...
That was all. That was all behind the scenes. Behind the scenes, they didn't actually show it.
Wouldn't you guys do the same thing?
Oh, dude,
I mean-
constantly. Like, I mean, I would have like a reservation for the holodeck like
Hey.
every day.
I tried VR. The whole room was sticky when I was finished. So
It's funny.
well, we discussed that's why they did that big laser cleaning of the ship. Was Riker's
Exactly.
Yeah.
excavates.
They had to just
So-
totally just fucking sanitize the entire thing afterwards. Like, all right, fuck this.
they're like,
I
I don't know how, but we got to sanitize the outside. I don't even know.
I don't know how, but somehow Riker got the ship pregnant. Like, it's a half human, half.
We talked about
spaceship.
this also
Like, he got it pregnant.
Right back.
because he
I
could
just hope
do that to the Voyager ship.
Yeah.
I just hope that they have the holodeck security guard is the same one that was in this movie. 'Cause you could get
Just
you
like,
just
huh,
do
what's
whatever
going
the
on?
fuck.
Or are you talking about the guy who's dancing in the
The guy who's dancing.
Okay.
Because
Because they were both pretty shitty security guards.
Yeah.
Pretty
I
much.
mean, he just lets him in.
Yeah.
He's like, his radio starts, and then the alarm goes off, and then he has to tune it to a different, like,
I
it's not
know.
even on. Like, how dumb are you, bro? It's a fucking man.
And it doesn't turn off by itself. It's not, whatever year this is, 2018. Not necessarily alarms go off.
My first thought was though is all right. They broke the window and then they just walked through the revolving door. I'm like, didn't it have like a lock, like of some sort? No
I don't-
lock. apparently.
I think because the security guard came out of it, so
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
did he?
yeah,
Oh, I
he
didn't
walked
see
out
that.
to go check out what they busted.
I must have looked away at that point and then looked back up right afterwards.
Yeah, and his security guard probably didn't lock the door and just walk right in.
Well, yeah, he wouldn't want to lock himself out.
Exactly.
I gotta say too, who doesn't like if you walk in on your old lady having sex with somebody, like who the fuck doesn't go get like a big 5-gallon bucket full of ice water and then just douche them
Well, let alone yell something.
and then,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
stick the bucket over her head,
Yeah.
throw her into the corner, and then beat the other guy to death.
He
That's what
loved
you're
her
supposed to
so
do.
much it literally broke his heart to see
Loves
that,
her
and
so
he had.
much that he couldn't tell the difference between his wife and some lady he's never seen before.
No, he's seen her sister. He had never seen her fiance. He'd seen her sister, and they were twins. So
Still.
Then again, like first of all, like the first thing I would have done was just been like probably douched him with the water, or I would have made like a creepy remark. Like, I'm gonna get in on this, and then when they were making a face like, I don't know you, or are you sure? Then I'd be like, wait a second, are you having sex in my bed?
Yeah,
and
what
you're
the
not
fuck,
even
guys?
my wife? All right, guess what? It's going in there. So
Damn it,
dude,
dude.
bend over, it's happening.
I feel like
Wait, what?
I feel like they were in a guest room, not the main bedroom, but I could be wrong.
I don't know.
Well, the room, when he looks in, when you look at the surroundings, it's very, very clean and tidy, which could just be how his wife kept things or he kept things. But usually there'd be an alarm clock on the
that
dresser.
is like one of the big things, though. Is I mean, like, you going over to like someone else's house, why are you gonna have sex in their bed?
I have sex in Steve's all the time. You know
But
about
that's
it, Ricky.
you.
Gross. I'm just
Doing
gonna
that too.
burn my bed.
I mean, you don't. I could see having sex like in their house on furniture or whatever.
Yeah.
'cause,
I mean, like,
that's
okay,
just
like
something
even
people
like a
do.
guest
But,
bedroom.
like
On the
not-
kitchen table.
Not their fucking like. Okay, so like I've stayed at Steve's house, doing it on his bed with Kelly or Ricky. Never
You would be
even
doing it with
occurred to me-
Ricky?
You bastard!
I just thought it'd be funny to say it. But I mean, that's disgusting.
yeah, you
I
just
mean,
don't do that.
Steve's balls are.
I
in
still
the-
say they were in a
the-
guest room. I think they were in a guest room. I don't think it was the main room.
Okay, now honestly, if one of us like had a guest room, right, and had a bed in there, are you gonna say that you're not gonna bone down in that room too? Because I would.
Ricky,
You would
you
have
have
sex
to.
in your own guest room?
Oh hell yeah, dude!
Fuck no, not in your house.
I mean, it's like, well, I mean, like she's like in like the guest bedroom, and I walk in like I'm a stranger, and she's a maid, and I'm like, how you doing, and
This is some weird thing that he's got in his mind.
Except
I don't
you're
know.
the maid, Ricky.
Ricky's the maid.
I know. Ricky's the maid. I don't understand
funny.
this.
He's wearing a shitty French maid outfit.
my pimply ass hanging out the bottom. Walk in,
That's so
and
bad.
I walk
Yeah.
in, she turns around, and all she says is, "Why is it braided?"
And then Ricky replies to himself, "Well, I'm from the future, baby." It's not gay because I'm doing it to myself.
Three-way? What?
What?
So that security guard that was dancing, that's the director also. So, he gave himself the best part in the movie.
He was so sweaty after all that dancing.
What was that, Eric?
I know.
I
His
think
face
it's
is
in-
drenched.
I think he's in like Kung Pao or Kung Fu. He's in a movie where he fights. There's like a cow doing.
Oh,
it.
That's
He
Kung
is
Pao
that
into
guy.
the fist.
See, Kelly
Yeah.
knows. She knows what's up.
Yeah, when I saw his face, today when I watched it, I'm like, he reminds me of some really weird part in some movie. Oh well, I'm not gonna look
See,
it
no,
up.
I'm also
sure he's
really
nobody.
surprised that Kelly remembers that because Kung Pao, I don't think was a movie she liked very much.
No, I never seen it.
Okay, how do you know he's
I
from Kung
remember-
Pao?
No, come on. Everybody knows the epic scene though.
Yeah, the epic scene from Kung Pao.
That looked like a really drunk lady wandering through traffic.
Kelly is a drunken master.
Yeah, so,
I can tell you right now, she's got a hell of a takedown. That was quite the whistle right there. She's got a hell of a takedown when she's drunk. This one time, we went to this bar and then we walked home and we got back, and so she decides that she's gonna jump in my arms, but jumps backwards at the same time. So when she's up high, I'm with my arms all the way out. I can barely hold on to her, and then of course we fell down because
obviously.
she jumped away from me and then up in the air, and I'm like, well, she's just. I thought there's like a little. I'm not gonna lie. There's a split second where I was like, I don't think I should grab on. I think I should just
Just
fall
let
down.
her
This
fucking
is gonna be-
fall.
It's gonna be hilarious. And then I was like, no, I'm not doing that to her. I want you to know, Kelly, I would do that to everybody else. I'd be like, this is fucking funny.
So, Ricky,
They're-
remember that when you try to jump into Eric's arms, he's not going to catch you.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. So everyone realize, do not try to do a trust fall with Eric.
no, a trust fall would work. She jumped away from me. She was like right up close to me, and then when she jumped, she got arm's length away. I mean, she was launching herself backwards.
What I remember was, I think I was trying to. I jumped with my legs wanting to wrap around him, but yet the rest of my body was like, "Woo!"
She jumped away
It
from
was
me,
weird.
and her legs hit me in the butt as they were going away. She's not that coordinated when she's drunk. She's, know. Luckily, she's cuter. I'd be like, that's
Oh my
I can't be around
god.
something
Oh, bad.
you know.
Don't worry, this is water.
Oh, sure.
So do you guys know any women like Martin Lawrence's mom?
Eric, do you honestly think I know any women?
All
right.
know, like
I
the
mean-
really like strict mom that hits you too. I have that mom. That's why I was saying like you guys weren't around in high school, but I watched my mom clobber at least 3 of my friends.
David's grandma is like that. She's very strict with stuff, and
Yeah.
So it was very, and half the time you didn't understand what she was saying. So I would always be over at his house, and she'd just treat me like one of the Eakins.
Well, she would
stuff
go
like
off
that and
into
just fucking-
Italian, and we're like, we don't speak Italian or
Yeah.
whatever the hell it was.
Oh yeah, I've met his grandma.
Yeah.
We don't. You're speaking a different language now, and then like to get even more pissed off if you told her that like I can't understand you, and it would just get even worse. And then it's yeah, pretty much like you can never understand her. She got pissed off.
He's part Italian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That just does not compute at all. He doesn't. He looks like a trashy Frenchman.
Damn it.
Oh, he has a younger brother that looks just like Corey Feldman when he was a kid. He still looks like it. He somehow retained that into adulthood. It's like that's fucking Corey Feldman from the Goonies.
Oh man, but yeah, I remember going over there and that kind of stuff. She just treat us like one of the kids. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and my buddy cut school one time. I think one of the only I think I've cut school twice or maybe 3 times my whole life.
Bullshit.
And we were riding skateboards
Bullshit.
and on the bike trail.
Bullshit.
Okay. No, seriously. Look, Steve was there. Like I didn't cut school. I would just stay home from school.
I call
So
bullshit on
cut-
that too because Steven wouldn't be out there while you guys are skateboarding. He'd be inside
No, this
playing a
isn't
game.
Steve. What I'm saying is Steve. Know if I was cutting because we were friends in high school. Irregardless, all right. So we're riding skateboards on the bike trail, and my mom went up behind us in her car on the bike trail and fucking almost hit us. I'm not even. I'm serious. We had to dodge out of the way because she almost hammered us. I was like,
damn it.
"What the fuck? How did you even get it around the pole?" She's like, "That's not that hard."
If you're determined, you got it.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
She seen us turn onto the bike trail like way down there, and then, got around the pole. And I mean, here it is. I hear like a car noise when I'm riding my skateboard, and I'm like, "That's weird." I turn around, like, "Oh shit!" I yelled out, and then just ditched it right into the blackberry bushes. And she's like, "You're cutting school!" Yelled at me.
Pretty much.
I deserved it. Yeah.
Well,
I think she was only trying to hit Trevor though. She's not a very big fan of him. We got in hijinks. He brought out the worst in me, that's for sure. He was doing stupid stuff. See, like when I do stuff with other people, like let's say I come up with a dumb idea with Steve. I'm like, "Hey, Steve, this dumb idea," and then Steve's like, "That's a dumb idea," and I go, "Oh, okay, let's not do it." Now the other guy, I'd be like, "Hey, dumb idea," and he's like, "That's fucking awesome. We're gonna do that," and then we would do that, and I'd be like, "I didn't. It's Trevor's idea."
God damn it. So what the hell happened to Martin Lawrence? Like, where did he go? He just disappeared.
I've heard on podcasts that he suffered from a psychotic-ish break and ended up, just kind of being ostracized. And he might be making a comeback now. But
Yeah, he's got. It looks like Bad Boys 4 is announced, and
Nice.
Bad Boys for Life, which whatever that is. I don't know. There's 2 Bad Boys movies coming, and a movie called The Beach Bum. But
Bad Boys is
I remember
fucking funny.
yeah, it's great.
I'm Mike Lowry.
Yeah.
That shit was so funny. It for like weeks after that movie came out.
I just remember seeing him in a bunch of stuff and then not seeing him in anything anymore.
Yeah.
So, He kind of Dave Chappelled it and just disappeared.
Well,
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle got a hold of all that cocaine he was looking for. You know.
Well, Dave Chappelle was like, this sucks.
Yeah, he was more like, I'm just kind of done with this crap.
Yeah.
So
Like Dave Chappelle's not big on, long hours, I don't think. So I think he was just like, fuck you. And then he left. Whereas Martin Lawrence was like, I'm the bomb. Fuck all of you dummies. I'm the best. And I think it just got out of hand there.
yeah,
And he's like super funny. I don't know if you guys have ever seen any of his old stand up, but he's like a really funny dude.
I don't think I've seen any of his stand up.
I know I
Just seen
haven't.
his movies. So
It's very funny.
yeah,
He's a gifted dude. As you can tell from the movie, like
Yeah.
when he starts laughing,
yeah,
Tim Robbins getting hit, and then his mom just like bashes him in the face.
Yeah.
I'm like he's better than Kevin Hart. Why the fuck do we even have Kevin Hart? We could have better one. Like, that shit's hilarious.
So now we got to have Kevin Hart, Martin Lawrence, and The Rock in a movie and see what happens.
Oh man, and Jack Black.
Yeah,
I was actually just thinking, I'm gonna get Jack Black in there, and I think we got ourselves a pretty damn good movie there.
As long as Jack Black is playing the part of a woman trapped in a man's body,
that's
it'll be
just
fucking
fucking
amazing.
funny.
That
great.
shit was,
Great.
So
that
funny.
was pretty fucking funny.
Wait, you saw that?
No, I saw videos of it.
Oh, okay.
Rick is like,
Saw some
I
stuff.
watched it on torrent.
I don't go to theaters. Why would I do that?
That was a joke.
Oh man,
Gonna get some like theater fucking freak gonna call me out now and just totally trash on me. But hey, it's publicity, and all of it's good right now, even if it's bad.
It's so weird though. Think like Martin Lawrence is like really capable in this movie.
hmm
Like, is he just like not wanting to go find a job
no, he
What the
tried to
hell?
find jobs, but nobody would hire him.
Yeah, they showed that in
because
the
of his
movie.
attitude?
No.
They said lack of experience is a lot of what the letters said, but he assumed
Oh.
because he was a black guy trying to get a job and for is dominated by white people. So that was his thought on why he wasn't getting a job. But there was all kinds of rejection letters when Tim Robbins was in his house, and they said lack of experience and things like that. So or lack
Another-
of practical experience.
I think we can all attest to that. It'd be
Yeah.
like Steve or I trying to get some kind of a tech job.
Yeah.
Oh, you lack of experience. Like bullshit. I have had to fix computers. Like myself, I've repaired probably hundreds of computers at this point.
Yeah.
Just for my own family. And it's like some of the viruses that I got out from my brother's computers that were porn viruses are like award-winning awesomeness that I got them out. One of them, my brother's like, I just finished my homework assignment, and then I went and looked at porn. I ruined the computer. Can you get my homework assignment back? And I'm like, what? God, idiot! I got it. I got it back.
Yeah, I mean, I work with a bunch of people that don't know how to use a computer. It's just like, it's horrible. So I spend, on good days, I spend half my day trying to make their computers work. It's
Yeah.
just, which is actually better than the actual job I have to do. So
Yep, they think
I enjoy
he's a
doing that
genius,
more
when
than
in
any of the
truth,
other stuff.
reality is just Google. If he didn't have access to the internet while he was there trying to fix it, he'd be fucked.
well, of course I would. But there are problems that I've fixed so many times that it's like, I already know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
So.
can turn plugging a monitor cord into a 20-minute job.
Well, that's because I'm lazy. I don't want to do something else.
Steve's like types in Google, how do I plug in a monitor cable from my seat?
How can I do it from here?
And then Google responds, learn how to use the force. And then Steve's like, how do I use the force? Got you, idiot. Oh my God. Somebody should hack into Google and make it troll people. That would be, wouldn't that be awesome?
It'd be the biggest troll on the internet within seconds.
A computer learning troll. Oh my God.
You type in stuff, and it gives you the right answers for a different question.
Well, it did. So they did that with that AI program that they had, where it was taking it was like a chat program. So people were talking to it, and it would just take responses and stuff like that, and start building from internet searches and things like that, and then it would start responding back to people with those kinds of building it up, kind of like that Black Mirror episode.
Yeah.
where it builds up a profile from just some a bunch of stuff from the internet, and it turned out to be super racist and was just cussing people out constantly. So it did that. It did that for like within like a week. They had to turn it off. So they're like,
People on
well,
the
this,
internet need to
this
grow up.
So the internet
failed.
is racist,
No,
Well,
the
profane.
people on the internet are racist and profane.
which
I think
means
it's
the
more
internet
like-
is racist and profane.
Well, I mean, I think part of it is like we're all taught not to say words because they're bad,
And then you
then-
just say them on the internet.
and then you're mad, so you say the baddest word that you can think of, even though we all just got over the words, then it would be fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we should all, or you could just be nice. There's that move too.
Or
Like,
or
don't be a
you could just
dickhead.
be like Kelly and call him a trucker salad or something.
Just
like
make up
that.
your own words.
Right.
Exactly.
Get the anger out and frustration, but yet you're not offending anybody. Well, maybe
Except
not.
for truckers.
Yeah.
I know. I forgot about that.
Trucker's like, I ain't eating no fucking salad. What the fuck is wrong
Well,
with you?
a real trucker salad would just be like nacho cheese fries with a smushed up Taco Bell burrito on top.
And a bunch of
Yeah,
pretty
much.
That actually
That sounds
fucking good.
awesome.
I want
I'm going
hot
to
Yes.
I'm going to Taco Bell after this
Yeah, with-
because they got those they got those fries now,
Oh,
Oh, that's right.
Nice.
Taco Bell is selling fries.
and they're not bad for what they are.
Potato fries or are they
Taco
cheese?
fries.
They're
They're
potato
fries.
fries.
Okay. Well,
So they
I mean,
didn't just like make a bunch of tacos into potatoes, and now they're
No.
taco fries.
Well, I was curious because Burger King, remember they had those?
Yeah, the chicken fries.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, did I? We don't have commercials.
Yeah, neither do I.
So
I go to the store and buy them and go, okay, this is horrible or this is really good. The Taco Bell fries are not. I mean, they're not the greatest thing, but they're not bad. You get like the taco fries Bel Grande, and it's like a nacho but with fries.
Taco Bell sells nothing that Kelly and I can eat, basically.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'll eat them for you guys, and
We
I'll
can
tell you
get
about
taco
Exactly.
salads, and
Team player.
we sell taco we can eat taco salads, but
Yeah.
that's it. It's like if you're gonna eat a taco salad, like get one from a real place, like
it. Oh yeah,
Chipotle.
yeah. Why would you get it from there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get like a tuck-in burrito bowl or something like
Chipotle
that.
is
from
just
Chipotle.
McDonald's.
Fucking, that's hilarious.
Uh,
Fucking Steve, Tim Robin looks like Dwight to me some of the time when he's walking, and I keep seeing Dwight doing all this stuff. Every time I'm like, holy shit, is that Dwight? So like when he's doing like the kicking and all that, I'm like, that's definitely a Jim and Dwight move right there. Jim would have done that to Dwight on purpose. Wait a second, why the fuck did we never see that buddy movie?
Jim and Dwight, or the Krasinski and Rainn Wilson.
Either one. Jim and Dwight go to Texas or something would be a hilarious movie.
Doing like a
That's what it's
fucking
called?
like a paper meeting or whatever.
Yeah, that'd be fucking funny. You could just see Jim like leaving him behind and all this other shit. Having Dwight wake up drunk as fuck with like lipstick on his head and he's in a whorehouse.
What
and
the
he's like,
fuck?
"Wait, how'd this happen? Oh, Mose, is that you?"
Man, that has to happen now. They're talking about the bringing stuff back. So Krasinski said he would be into it if it was like worked with his schedule. But I don't know if he probably wouldn't be on like as a regular guy. He'd probably be like just a guest, pop up and then leave kind of thing. So
I don't have high hopes for it. I can't get too excited.
oh yeah, I'm
Nope.
sure it's gonna be bad. But
I think I'd be more interested in a Parks and Rec reunion or a
Yeah.
remake. Not a remake, a continuation.
oh man, I'm loving that show. That's so good. I'm just season. I think it just started season 4. So
Yeah. Ron Swanson.
fucking great.
I think the Tammy,
Tammy episodes
my
are good.
favorites.
Yeah.
Every time you see him go, oh shit, and just like look in his
She's
office,
here.
he's just like the
Yeah.
one where Tammy 1 shows up and he just fucking like books it outside, busts out his bug out bag and fucking leaves. Taking my vacation days. Don't contact me.
It is literally
Yeah.
best show on TV.
God damn it. Oh man.
That fucking guy.
Way too positive. God damn it.
I almost wish I knew somebody like that, but that would just be, wouldn't it be tiring?
It would be.
Yeah, like,
That's a lot
Too
of
much.
energy right there.
yeah. I'd be like, hey, I need to work out. Just carry me on your back.
And
Right.
he would think of it as a good thing because it'd be like
Exactly.
resistance training. Awesome.
It is literally the best idea I've heard all day.
Yeah.
Hop on, buddy.
It's just
Damn it.
scary. That guy, he's too much.
Yeah.
It's like having a hyper squirrel for a buddy. Yeah, I'm fucking pumped.
So it'd be like Jason on cocaine.
Yeah.
Yes, maybe. Maybe me just on some Coca-Cola. So nobody else can see this online, but on the right screen, all I can see is Eric's eyes. So I looked over at the left screen when he was talking, and all I could see is his eyes. It's fucking creepy. And now he just disappeared.
He's staring at you, Jason, through the screen. He can see you.
Well, okay, speaking of eyes, okay, oh my gosh. The review and the tape, you know, like
Yeah.
the boss and all of those coworkers, and not one of them goes, oh wait,
Yeah.
same eyes. I mean, come on.
Yeah, you don't recognize the guy at all. It's like, I mean,
Yeah, not at all.
he's also
Especially-
saying stuff in the video. Like, I mean, I think he does it. I guess he does it after he cuts the dick off the statue. But
Yeah.
Yeah, well, unless it doesn't have sound.
no, it had sound. You could hear
It
it.
did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Probably just a shitty mic.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, definitely there was probably sound with the fire stomping scene,
yeah,
you know, or at least go, oh, that looks like the body, you know, 'cause you see his body more, there was a little bit more
You
light.
see his whole
Yeah.
suit.
Yeah,
I don't know how anybody could see that video and not just laugh their ass off because it's got Martin Lawrence laughing his ass off in the movie.
yeah,
And the guy's like kicking his legs, you know, Irish kick dancing style with a fucking fire on there. It's hilarious,
oh man,
you know? Like, this is just so funny. And then he's given I think one of my favorite parts is where he's giving the guy a lecture on how to steal stuff better.
yeah.
Oh yeah, the old guy in the shop.
Fucking Blue. Almost positive that's Blue from Old School.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's all. Which one was scarier? You know, he was kind of scarier because he led me to believe that he was
He
gonna
led
shoot
me
my
to
ass
believe-
off.
He would shoot my ass off.
Oh man.
I love when he's leaving the store too, and that random guy walks in and he screams at him. He's like, "Get down, motherfucker!" And then he's like, "Is that better? Is that?" He's like, "Yeah, that was a lot better." He's like, "All right, thanks. Yeah, see you later."
Yeah. You were scary too. Oh, now you're just trying to be nice.
Oh man. He didn't make him rip the phone out of the wall either.
No.
Although
I
I
don't
guess,
think it matters.
yeah.
That
Oh,
guy
God.
was going to take 20 minutes to get to this phone, and then halfway there, he was going to have to make a half an hour break to the bathroom. I mean, he was like 112.
Damn it.
I mean, I'm almost to that point myself. I can't even sit through a 2-hour movie without going pee at least twice.
That's not good.
It's just because Jason has a little child's bladder.
Just because I was born preemie and my bladder never grew.
It's weird. I do remember that because when we were on our car trip, we had to make a lot of stops. A lot. Of
Oh
stops.
yeah.
Well, that's why you just put
I gotta
a
pee.
pair of adult diapers on them. And just leave it at that.
Well, how long is the ride?
Well, we can't
Nice,
say
Kelly.
that, Kelly, because we'll get sued.
I was asking how long the ride was. I didn't say a brand name.
She said
Well,
it depends on how long
Yeah.
the ride is.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Had
Jason
Kelly not been there, I would have
definitely
been
gonna
like,
get sued.
"Here's your mason jar, Steve, and here's your mason jar, Jason. We're gonna do to stop to go to the bathroom."
Yeah,
Like,
Steve isn't much better, though he claims to be.
Yes, he is.
No, I only peed when we stopped. If you
Yeah.
had to stop, I was like, I might as well go. That
Oh
way
yeah,
I don't have to go
you
later.
have to take the
It
opportunity
was
to
a
go.
pretty easy schedule since Jason had to stop like every 5 minutes. Oh shit! Another town's coming up, guys. I have to pee. Jason is the D of this group. That's what we're getting at. Thank God I was not sitting behind him and he had a mason jar, because he'd definitely be like,
Is that piss?
Oh, whoops. Is that
Piss?
Is that piss?
I don't know. Is it?
You know
is
what
it?
happened? I'd be getting it right in the jar, no trouble. You guys would hit a fucking bump, and I'd piss all over the back seat and whoever's sitting next to me.
Oh.
Jesus, just wait. Holy shit, there's a bump coming up. All right. How am I going to aim it at the guy? Oh, got him. Oh, there's a bump. I couldn't do anything about it. Like, I watched you look at me. We locked eyes when you were urinating on me, dude.
I was weirded out that you locked eyes the whole time too, while you were peeing in the jar, while you were
Why
peeing
were
on
you
me.
looking at me when I was peeing? That's what I want to know.
Well, I mean, that's what I do typically whenever I go to the urinal, like at work. If there's someone next to me, I just turn and just start staring at them until they look back at me. I just lock eyes with them while I'm pissing. We just sit there and just stare at each other.
There's no way that's true.
Oh man.
Well, you know, he almost got fired after the first time when she complained about him being in the wrong bathroom.
Ricky, you should, when you do that and they notice, you should go show it to me. See it. And then wink at him. And the guy will be like, then just be like, I didn't say anything. What are you talking about? Were you daydreaming? Are you coming on to me right now? That could get confusing. Yeah, I don't know. He was standing there staring at me, and then I think
He's
he was
like, I have a medical
dude.
condition. All right.
Yeah. I thought this was America.
I thought it was America.
Ricky's got his pants down. He's all beat up. I thought this was America.
Sorry. Oh, there was a free coach. I thought I could stare at another man while I take a leak in the bathroom. Sorry, I thought it was America.
You gotta say it just like that.
Show me the law. It says I can't do this. Show me the law. Show me the law. That's why you can't. This is America. I can pee. I could stare at another man while I take a pee.
You could go the other route and be like, I have a staring problem.
It's a medical condition.
I can't urinate unless I'm staring at someone.
That's right. That's why I stood there for 10 minutes.
We have to lock eyes in order for it to actually happen.
Only way Ricky can finish.
Oh, that's gross.
Finish peeing. What? What's wrong with you? Come on.
Isn't it like a lucky thing that we don't have to pee while we're having that happen? Like where it's not doesn't ever mix in with each other unless of course there's like golden shower action or something, but you're not peeing is what I'm saying. Like could you imagine how awful that would be where you had to be like you had to drink something and then hold the pee in to make that happen? Like wouldn't that be terrible?
What kind of weird fantasy are you talking about
I'm
here?
just saying like that seems like if that would be a Stephen King book right there.
Oh God, yeah, it would be.
Are you
I
sure
mean,
it's
that's
not
a-
already like a short story?
It probably is. It's
Do you know how many women are gonna get pissed on her in that situation?
a lot,
A lot.
you know.
Like-
Yeah.
All
Now,
of
what
them.
if women have to do the same thing?
That's just I don't know.
That'd be worse.
How
Why
is
would
that
that be
any
worse?
worse?
You guys have taken
Men
this to a
piss
bad
is
place,
definitely
right?
worse than women piss. That's just a fact of nature.
I think it's all
Guys
pretty
have
fucking
balls.
bad. I'm pretty sure it's all pretty fucking bad.
No, guys have balls. It's just,
Urine
like,
doesn't
somehow
come
that
from
just
the
makes
balls.
pee worse.
It's
Oh my goodness.
you can drink pee whether it's man or woman. It doesn't make a difference.
Well, you can only drink it once,
Yeah,
and
it
then it
does
gets
in
too
your
toxic.
mind. What's that?
If you drink it more than once, it becomes too toxic.
Pee is but it's germ free. So.
Yeah, but you have toxins in your body that you're expelling when you're doing
That's
that.
true.
And if you drink your if you can drink your urine once, but if you try to drink that urine again before you drink a lot of water, like good clean water, you can like end up killing yourself.
Is this a
it's-
good hard Ricky fact?
It's actually a legitimate fact.
Okay.
It's you can drink your pee like. Actually, the survival things say you're not supposed to drink it at all, because drinking it at all is not good. But I think you can go until it's like, well, I mean, obviously you just.
Am I really gonna have to search this, guys?
Yes, you are.
How many times can you
I was
drink
you,
your
it's-
own pee?
Here, I can solve the situation for everybody. If you're going to go on a car drive that's out of your town, put 3 gallons of water in your car. If you're so stupid you can't find a town, or per person, Okay, if you're so stupid you can't find a town in 3 days from your car, you weren't going to make it to the other town to begin with because you can't find your way there. Okay,
A
that's
yellow
why
liquid
you're in
diet.
the situation.
A yellow
right.
liquid diet is what the headline of this webpage is.
That's all right. Just keep talking about other stuff. I'm gonna read this.
That's
You guys go
fucking
on.
terrible.
So when we were working in Washington, it was raining all the time, and my dad refused to bring water to work because he said, and I quote, "You absorb enough water through the air, you don't need to drink any." And I go, "There's no fucking way that's the case, dude."
Okay, that's
Did your
fucking
dad
stupid.
play a lot of Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom
No.
Pain? Because there's that
He never-
girl
never played
that
any games, and he's always, you know, where I learned to bring 3 gallons of water from was him. He just thought, I don't know where he got that idea in his head. He just didn't need any water. And I mean, every day we'd get to the bar and he'd be like, can I have a glass of water? And he'd down it in like one shot. Like instantly. It's like, did he just not want any water? What the fuck? That was so weird. I think he just didn't want to carry his water jug around.
yeah, it's
Like,
like that's fucking too
probably.
heavy.
Well, we were setting chokers and stuff. It was a lot of physical work, and you know, I'm not gonna lie. My dad was working on the same level as myself, or even better than myself and my brother, who were 30 years, whatever years younger than he was. A lot of years younger, and he was like outworking us as like an old dude. I just unplugged something. I did it.
I know that look at your
No, I
face was
can-
like, oh
I
shit.
just I just bumped the cord. I was like, ugh. Oh, it's just my iPad cord. We're all right. I don't even know if it works anymore. I found it.
Donuts are fucking delicious.
Do you guys ever find stuff in like your things, like where you have like your hoard, right? And then you're digging through and you find stuff you haven't seen in like 6 years. and
Oh,
you're
dude,
like,
all the fucking time.
oh yeah, I have that. Whoa, I totally forgot I had that.
Usually it's like a piece of something that expired a long time ago, but then you eat it anyways because it still looks okay.
Exactly. It's like that Cheeto that rolled underneath your bed like a month ago, and like
Yeah.
you're cleaning, and you find it. You're like, dude, there's only a little bit of dust on this Cheeto, and it's not
Oh.
that stale.
I hate you.
Do you guys think?
Or it's like a McDonald's hamburger you find under the seat of your car. You unwrap it, it still looks fresh. You don't know when it was made. It's hard as a rock, but you throw it in the mic with a bowl of water next to it. It moistens right up. It's
It
perfect.
does, and there's no mold on it either.
No mold.
Now I know why
Oh.
Jason's car smells like that. Storing McDonald's burgers. Do you guys think rich people have like trophy spouses that they find in their hoard that they haven't seen in 6 years? They're like,
Are they still
They just like
alive?
walk into like a random room and they're
Whoa.
matching. It's like, oh, I
you
forgot
really like-
about this one.
oh, how have you been living? Oh, you've been getting money. Goddamn accountant, that motherfucker. You just like call him. How many more of these trophy spouses do I have? Oh shit. Am I still? Oh, okay, cut all their money off.
Are you Bluebeard? What the fuck are you doing, man?
They're rich. They can do whatever they want. There's probably, I know there's probably been at least one rich woman that's done that.
So you can drink your pee for a couple of days, but it's gonna start causing total kidney failure, and when that happens, you're fucked.
Okay, yeah. See, there you go.
So
Okay.
you got more than
Well,
once,
not-
but it's
well,
not.
yeah.
One drink. But
Yeah.
Basically, when it turns into a paste, you should stop.
When you stop peeing completely or sweating, all that stuff, you're probably in trouble.
Here's an idea: bring water with you.
There you go.
Don't be stupid and not like when we went on our trip. Did you guys know we had like 10 gallons of water with us?
Yeah.
Because we did. I was like, I'm making sure that at least.
Well, we
Kelly
were
knows.
driving through the fucking desert. Of course,
Yeah.
we were gonna bring
I
water.
will murder Steve and
Yeah.
Jason to make
And
sure
drink
Kelly
their
and I make
fucking
it.
blood to make
Yeah.
sure that he can make a sweet fucking sword out of the
Well,
iron
you know
Not
what's
even-
funny?
and
When
have
we
something to
were-
drink.
I had a bad dream that we broke down, and this is the content of my dream. We're walking down the road for like 2 hours. Then Jason finds the water in Steve's backpack. He opens it up and just pours it on his face, and it's our last jug of water. And it's like a whole nother day of walking.
I'm not stupid, man. I grew up in the mountains away from cities.
It's just I don't. It's not a stupid thing. That's just like a jackass thing. Like if we were in a video game, you're the guy who'd be like, "Oh yeah, I already used up all the water."
I mean, even when Jason and I were driving to Seattle and all that stuff, we always had at least a
lot of
case
water.
of water in the
Yeah.
car. So it's just common sense.
Yeah, it's
So.
handy.
Yeah,
Because-
it's
and
nice
if
to
you
have
break
some
down-
snacks and food, but water is, that's
Yeah.
what you need.
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter's great. Fucking
Just
love
don't take
butter.
peanut butter that Ricky has.
Last fucking forever.
There's
You
gonna be
know.
like there's gonna be a weird indentation in it. You don't want to know what that is.
or a lot of like caboose hair.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
a lot of
fucking
ginger
gross.
hair.
Yeah.
Fucking gross.
I thought the caboose hair was still stuck to his penis.
Either way,
Yeah.
fucking disgusting.
Pretty much, yeah.
So that car was really fucked up afterwards, but it was still in better shape than my car. It was weird.
Yeah, it was in pretty good shape. I mean, it had a busted mirror, and the windows were blowing out, a bunch of bullet holes in it, some dents everywhere, and it was still, you know,
Yeah, but
it ran
still
great.
ran better than Steven.
It ran amazing.
So I'm thinking, see, we need to get out there and we need to shoot up your car a bunch. And it'll
I
run
don't
better.
think that's how it works.
No. Those are speed holes. It'll make
Oh,
it drive
okay.
faster.
Speed holes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, less wind resistance.
Exactly. Uh-huh. Less weight and less wind resistance, and and you just drive faster. hmm Yeah. Well, that's what we learned in The Simpsons.
I think you just need to hit an uninsured driver that's your buddy that you can split the money with. You know.
I don't know how much I would get from my car. Like
Well, I mean,
it's only
if he
worth like
sues
$1,000
your
bucks.
insurance, never mind. That's you shouldn't do any of that stuff anyways. The
Yeah.
insurance company's just like, isn't it such a scam? I
Mhm.
think that's why everybody's like scamming the insurance company is fine. Like morally, it seems fine because you're getting scammed by them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they like will tell you, yeah, we're covering this in your insurance, but if you don't read it and see it, then they will literally be like, oh yeah, I meant the other thing. We had a service truck that was full of tools. I'm talking like $50,000 worth of tools, like end wrenches, expensive air guns, a welder, like a $5,000 welder, and then a box. Anyways, a whole crap load of stuff. So we park it behind a gate because my dad. This is the stupidest thing. My dad would refuse to buy new batteries for this truck. All right.
Mhm.
It had 4 batteries in it. He would buy 2 new batteries and then let the old batteries that were shorting ruin these new batteries. And he would just do the cycle where he would only buy half of it new batteries. Okay. So one day out at work, it would not start. It caused us to miss some loads. So I took the batteries out with my brother. We dug a hole with the skidder and we hid them. Okay. And we didn't bury them. We dug them up later and recycled them. But we did indeed get them out of the truck. So anyways, we got them out of the truck. And my dad's like, oh my God, somebody stole the bad batteries. I'm like, so you're admitting some of these batteries are bad? Oh yeah. Anyways, so we were actually gonna go get batteries. We went and drove and got batteries, and we were gonna put them in the next day. So we come back, the fucking truck is empty. There's like an old end wrench, and then some rags left in it. So I go in there. I call up the insurance people. Yep, our tools got stolen. You guys need to start cutting a check. We need to buy more tools. Oh no, they're not covered. And I go, bullshit. I talked to the person. She promised me they were covered. Well, it's not in your thing. I'm like, I'm an idiot. I should have read it. Damn it.
Yeah, pretty much.
So then I cursed at them, threatened to sue. We got some money out of them, but it was like, what a pain in the butt. It took like 6 months. And you got to wonder, like, how does that even work?
Yeah. What was it? Oh, yeah. So the insurance stuff. I had a car that, got totaled and all that stuff. I took the radio out of it and I lost $900 on the stuff that the insurance gave back. The radio was like a $200 radio, if that. And it was just the deck that I took out. That's all I took because I was like, well, I mean, I like the radio and it was brand new when I put it in there. So, and it hadn't been in there for very long, but they took $900 off the thing. And I was like, I'll go put it back in right now. Let me go put it back
How did
in.
they know that you took it out?
Because they came out and inspected it.
Because there's a
You
hole
didn't
in
just say
the
it was
dash.
stolen?
It wouldn't matter. They still wouldn't give me the $900. Why would they
But
give me
you
that
say
$900?
Because it does. If you get in a wreck and your radio's stolen, they still have to cover the damages.
Well, they wouldn't cover that because it's this. I had like shit
Because-
insurance.
Oh, you didn't have theft?
No.
Oh, well, that would be why they wouldn't cover it. You just say I don't have theft insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always try and have fire and theft because I could definitely see me burning my car.
Well,
down
this was
or
like-
stealing it.
This was like right after high school, and I didn't have any fucking money. So
No.
Oh,
I had
yeah,
the
well, that
lowest
makes-
end, insurance that I could get, and still legally drive.
Have you guys ever driven a car without insurance and then almost gotten in a wreck?
Steve, have I known you
No.
that long? I knew you when that happened.
Dude, we've known each other for like 15 years.
Wow.
Maybe not that long, like 12 years,
Okay.
something like that.
All right.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
And now you know.
Oh man. Yeah. Guys
Yeah.
got,
So I love this movie. It's pretty good.
yeah.
I like Tim Robbins in it because he's a character, But I especially Martin Lawrence should just be in more movies, and he should quit
He
doing
should.
whatever he's doing to have problems. Like quit that crap.
Like I like Tim Robbins when he is doing this kind of stuff, when he's like a comedian and stuff.
He-
He's not great as a serious dude, because I think in real life he's just too serious. Like he's an activist and all that stuff, and he's all over the place with some of the stuff.
So you're
Where,
saying he
you know-
gave a bad acting thing as Andy Dufresne?
No, that was probably his best movie. I don't think he's done anything better than that.
Or are you saying he's just a douchebag?
He's kind of a douchebag in real life.
Okay,
I
I
think.
agree with
Yeah.
that. I was just asking because like he
But
is
I
a
pre-
good serious actor.
I
in
prefer him as this kind of character in a
Oh,
movie than the serious guy. So
Didn't he get his start like in a comedy troupe or in like one of like the Groundlings or whatever those things
I
are?
mean, it's very possible. I
Like
think
improv
a
thing.
lot of the actors and stuff like that get starts like that.
Yeah, I mean they all do that stuff for like years, and then finally some other guy notices them, or there might be sex traded. I mean, you gotta wonder like how
Usually it
much
was
does that
sex
happen?
traded, but
We're finding out in the stuff that there's a lot of sex trades, and there's a lot of dudes who aren't saying.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt's not gonna say. He's not
No.
gonna be like, yeah, I let this guy do this thing to me. I mean, he's not gonna say that. It's too bad though.
Yeah.
They should all say that stuff. Terry Crews said it. He said some big guy grabbed his junk.
It wasn't even a big guy. It was just a freaking a producer or like an agent or some shit like that grabbed him, and he wanted to beat the fuck out of him, but he was worried because he was a black guy. He was worried that it would look like he was just being a thug. And I was like, you should have beat the fuck out of him, man.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you just
So.
get on there and be like, he touched my dick,
Exactly.
uninvited. I mean, you could tell by his eyes he was very impressed, but he still shouldn't be just touching it. That way you get it in the news that you have a big dick. Yeah, I see that.
Did you see the stuff on? I don't really want to go into all this stuff. Never mind.
Yeah,
It's not a great topic.
Yeah, it's horrible.
No,
it's loaded, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the luckily we haven't found anything about Tim Robbins or Martin Lawrence though.
Yeah.
As far as we know. Yeah.
Yeah, yet. So we'll just say yet that way we don't jinx it, because I swear every time I've thought, I haven't heard anything about, oh my god, that guy too? What? Quit,
Yeah, it's a fucking yet. With
Yeah.
most of these people.
So.
yeah.
So, but that's
Yeah,
just
so-
the kind of thing that was going on back then in the day, and still.
It still is.
Well, yeah, it was more so, I think, back in the day, though.
I think that stuff just happens because men are scuzzbags,
Yep.
especially dudes who want a lot of power, because they want all that power to do scuzzbag stuff.
Yeah.
We don't have a quote tonight, do we, today?
No.
Nothing. All right. I figured as much since you hadn't mentioned anything.
No.
I hope Gary Busey's okay.
Yeah, he's only tweeted a couple of things. There's a picture of him though, so he's totally fine in one of the tweets.
yeah.
But no actual quotes and stuff. So
Maybe he's just super happy, or they settled up his meds real well.
yeah.
Well, he lost a friend because they got the meds right, and his left front tooth quit talking to him, and he's been in a real dark place.
Or he quit telling him to murder people.
I don't see him murdering people.
No, his left front tooth was telling him to murder
Oh,
people.
I gotcha.
Been like, shut up, tooth. That's why he would always eat with the lights out. That way he didn't have to listen to him.
You can only hear him if the lights were on.
Yep.
Yeah. Doesn't that sound like something he would say?
Yeah, it
Pretty
does.
much, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
When I get tired of listening, I just turn the lights off.
All right, what rating did you guys give this?
I think I gave it 4 stars.
I gave it 3.5 stars.
I gave it 2 stars.
I gave it 4.5.
And I gave it 3.5 stars. Next week's movie is Eric's Choice. What are you going to choose?
Do you guys think Ocean's 11 would be a good podcast movie?
I fucking love heist movies. Of course it's going to be a great
It's a good movie.
thing.
Okay.
Podcast
Yeah,
movie.
then I'm
Whatever the fuck we do.
I'm gonna pick that one. I thought about doing a psych and then picking some dumb movie
Uh-huh.
just to get Steve's hopes up high and then crush them. But I think I want to actually watch that movie. I think I've seen about a quarter of it.
Is that on Google Play?
So you're saying that you're going to tell me Ocean's
it's on
11 and then go, nah, we're going to watch this one instead. Is that what you wanted to do?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
That would have been real mean.
I was gonna be like, did you hear the Turtle Man made a movie? We're gonna watch that. And Steve,
Yes.
Steve would just pull out the gun right then and
I
be
would-
like, I will fucking kill this guy if you. I'll do it. I'll kill this motherfucker if you want to watch that movie. I'm vetoing it, and
I
he
would-
is
yeah.
too.
I would use the vetoes that we never use anymore.
Yeah.
Yes.
well, that's
yes.
because you quit choosing Octopus Man or whatever in the fuck it was. We kept vetoing.
Octopus
No,
Man? What the
Centipede.
fuck is
It
on
was-
your
It's
name?
about
It's a
human
human
centipede.
centipede.
Octopus Man.
Well, we also
I
stopped.
would-
We also stopped watching like the worst movies on Netflix.
Yeah, but
So-
but I do have a feeling that I may have to choose Sharknado 3 here soon.
We're
You
getting
will
close.
have to.
Because we got Sharknado 3 and then Sharknado 4 to finish the series.
No, there's 5,
No,
man.
There's
there's
five.
5 of them
There's
now?
possible
Yes.
there's 6.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
the rate we're going.
All right, guys, we have a long road ahead of us with these Sharknado movies. I'm sorry, but we got to finish them.
Yeah.
Like
We have to finish the Harry Potter movers.
Potty?
The Harry Potter movers.
Harry Potter movers.
We have to finish the Harry
These
Potter movies.
these
first.
Harry potties
All right, I'm
need
not
moving.
gonna- The rage that I was feeling
Oh man.
about having to watch another Sharknado, I think I was stroking out real quick.
You don't like Sharknado? Those movies are so bad they're good.
So it says Sharknado 6 will be a time traveling adventure.
Nice. Nice. Okay, yeah. So yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna have to go off and watch the next Sharknado movie here soon.
I think
Oh,
I
man.
need some edibles to watch the Narcs. The
Narcs.
Narcs.
The Narcs.
Wait, have you had some edibles
He's not-
already?
no.
So bad. I just do not want to watch that stupid Tara Reid terrible acting
Hey,
man.
Ricky.
and that weird ginger guy that Rick fantasizes about being.
We should make a deal, Ricky, where we
Ginger
choose 2 in
guy.
a row. You
I
choose
think
one,
he's
then
talking
I
about
choose one.
Ian, what's his
Yeah,
face?
totally.
The main character guy?
Yeah.
Ian Ziering? Okay. Is he a
Yeah.
ginger?
Yeah, maybe like a strawberry
Is
blonder.
this another one of our fucking
facts.
but what's that
He's fucking close enough.
what's that movie that we watched? Highlander. Is this another one of our
Yeah.
Highlander things?
That guy's a
red
fucking
hair,
ginger.
no.
He's just a faker. He's he's got a little bit of hair dye on because he doesn't want to be a ginger.
Fuck you.
What are you so been at?
Ricky,
Oh, fuck, you're a
Realize
ginger.
How easy it would be to put a little bit of hair dye in there and get rid of that weird looking crap.
You
on
know
your
what,
head?
Eric? Fuck
You look like that dude on the Burbs, man.
I am going to do to you what fucking Stan and Kyle did to Cartman.
Oh my
okay?
god, dude. Do you have any
You're gonna-
original thoughts? Or are they all based off of something cartoons?
Says Jason.
I shouldn't laugh, but it's so true. I can't help it.
All right, guys. I think unless you guys have something else, that's gonna be it.
No.
So we need to put this one up, and we need to do that. All right, so that's going to be it, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Heroic Adventure Productions. Like and subscribe on YouTube, youtube.com/Death by Leg Presents, and twitch.tv/Heroic Adventure. Check us out this Thursday. Jason looks like he's jerking off the mic. Check us out this Thursday, starting at 7 o'clock. We'll be playing Rainbow Six Siege. What is it? Biohazard Outbreak? I don't remember. We're gonna be playing Outbreak this Thursday, so check that out. 7 to 9 Pacific time on youtube.com/Death by Leg Presents, twitch.tv/Heroic Adventure, and mixer.com/Turkadur. You can follow us on Twitter at HAP Gaming. You can follow me on Twitter at Turkadur. You can follow Eric on Twitter at...
Quick and Severe.
Follow Kelly on Twitter at...
Sugar Snuggles.
You can follow Ricky on Twitter at...
Furry Twitter balls.
Follow Jason on Twitter at...
Unbelievable one.
You can also download the podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, and Google Play Store. Just search for 2.5 stars. And I think that's it. Come back next week as we talk about Ocean's 11.
That is the first one, right?
Yeah.
Yes, the second
I
one
just
sucks.
want to make sure.
They're all the same movie, so it's just as good. It really didn't change.
I'm
anything.
talking about the one with George Clooney in it too.
Yeah, I know, not the old one.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's like a original or something.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, it probably has Steve McQueen in it.
It's very possible. I feel like that was a Rat Pack movie.
That's the only
though,
movie that I
so.
know, or the only old timey guy besides Henry Fonda that I'm even aware of.
So yeah, come back next week, and we'll talk to you then.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.